Today we are once again producing the biggest Japanese festival in the United States. It's the 48th time for the Sakura Matsuri Japanese Street Festival. And we're covering 6 square blocks of downtown Washington right here on Pennsylvania Avenue. It started off many, many years ago just at the high school in North Georgetown. It was 1961 and there were about 1,000 people. Then in 1992 they made the decision to come downtown and do it right after the parade. Year after year after year, the festival just kept getting bigger. More and more people came to the point, I think we're not only the biggest Japanese festival in the United States. Last year was our all-time record. We had 120,000 people in 7 hours.
I know for sure a huge effect is the influence of Japanese pop culture, the Japanese anime culture. You know, we performed at the New York Anime Festival. It was really astonishing and really fantastic really to watch. But I think that Japanese pop culture and anime culture has really kind of permeated into the American pop culture, and it's a lot of fun.
Anime is actually a Japanese term for animation. It's translated cartoon, and manga is a Japanese word for comic. They've practiced the style with a Japanese flavor, so because they're into anime and they're fans of it, they've adapted that style to their own style, what they were taught in school, and created a brand new kind of half Japanese, half American style. They embrace it much as the people here with the costuming, because they go to these conventions all over America where you have a lot of cosplayers, people who like to dress up as their favorite characters and embrace those characters they would portray themselves.
We have a sake tasting hosted by Hakutsuru Sake. They're from Kobe, Japan. Kobe, Japan is sort of the hotbed of sake brewing, much like maybe Napa Valley would be in California. You get 6 different kinds of sake, and you get to taste all 6 of it, compare what they taste like, and learn a little bit about it. You get about a 15-20 minute seminar all about how sake is made, where it comes from, that kind of thing. I think everyone's having an excellent time.
We'll be back.
Oh, yes.
All right. It was fabulous. I was really looking forward to the sake tasting, and the sake tickets have been sold out for about 3 weeks online. And when we got down here to the festival, we found out that they did a brief sake tasting here at the beer tent, and so we came in and sampled 6 different types of sake. It was great.
Blossoms might stay in the tree only for like 4, 5, 6 days. It depends on the weather. So to the Japanese, it's sort of a metaphor, the frailty of life.
The cherry blossom is a very cultural foundation of Japanese society, and we, as a member of the Koto Society, are together to bridge an understanding between Japan and the United States, and we are an active part of that. All together, I think it really brings an aspect of a better understanding between Japan and the United States. And it's wonderful to have this type of a cultural exchange to bring everybody together.
What we did earlier was obon dancing, which is a very traditional form of dancing and celebration in Japan. It's really an offering to their ancestors. So they come together to celebrate the harvest season, to celebrate thanks to their ancestors. You know, each song has its own kind of dance that had been formed over the years, and people just know it, you know. They all jump in, and everyone's wearing kimonos, and there's fireworks, and people kind of dance around, and it's just a moment of celebration and sharing.
Americans, it's something that's completely different than what they're used to. It's oriental and they're not used to it, and so they embrace it because it's something different. Whereas with the people from that area, it's something that's nostalgic or something that to them is more comfortable. And so either way, it's a win-win situation.
The cherry blossoms definitely add a part to the draw here. You know, we do live about an hour and a half away, so it takes a little bit of time to come here. But it's mostly the energy that you get from the crowd, you know, the different things, trying things out that you wouldn't necessarily see on your everyday visits, going out to the grocery store. So you get to see new things, sample new things, talk to new people.
The numbers are huge every year, but what I always find fascinating is that this many Americans are interested in Japanese culture. And we all ask ourselves the question, why? If this were the festival of any other country and their culture, I sort of wonder how many blocks we could cover before we sort of run out of ideas. But with Japan, there are so many things about the Japanese culture that is just so appealing, I think, to Americans and other foreigners, that we've been able to expand this to 6 blocks. We could go further. We run out of space every year. But
I think the festival is one of the best ideas that DC can have to offer. It gives a flavor of something that not every American can afford to do, which is vacation in Japan and experience the Japanese culture. It's a welcome additive to DC.
どうもありがとう。苦しくて傷つけた後で思いをした。どれくらい